Hello, welcome back to Dutch Diecast Collector. So if you're new to the show, we do diecast reviews here, but also store visits and so on. Please check the playlist if you have time. So this is one of my old researches, actually a holy grail for me on the MiG-15s. Thank you, Mark, for sending me this one out. I was looking for this one for way too long, and I had the luck Mark was downsizing his collection and could buy it from him. It's an older box, it's the one without a sticker, it's actually printed on there already. And what I always like is that they put the real deal on there. This one is an import from the UK then. Boxes are always quite good, but as you might notice, they're really tiny. My hand has a comparison on it. I don't have small hands, but still these boxes are very tiny if you compare them to like an F15 or something else. I don't think this one was ever displayed on stand. This one is going to go on stand with me. Oh, he did already. Okay. Mark was, I noticed, really careful with his models, so I like people that put things in zip bags. These are zip bags, the same ones you use for other appliances and medical stuff for usually. And he put all the parts in there, so that's super nice of him. I'm gonna keep this also, so thank you, Mark, for being so careful with things. So you have some open air flaps and some brakes on the back for the engine, and of course 2 fuel tanks, 2 giant ones. And a little plug for the stand if you don't use it. But we're going to use the stand. The stand is a full plastic one. They're quite decent quality, I have to say. Never had really issues. I think I have now all the F15s, at least the ones that I want. There are some new ones that came out recently, but they look way too much the same for me versus the older releases. So I'm not going to dabble into getting everything because I need everything. Yeah, the pilot, it's really nicely teamed, I have to say. The antennas are very weak on these models. This one also has already been a little bit bended, so that's a bit something to be careful with. They are just really weak, and nothing Mark could have done about that, or myself. Luckily, we have spares department from Corgi, and every once in a while we can still get parts, but it's becoming hard, and yeah, I don't recommend reaching out to them for old planes to fix up. No, that's not recommended at all. The nose cone is a bit out of line. That was an issue back then with this model. The antennas, the pitos and so on, all nicely detailed. But mainly why I like this one is the thunder shock and then the Russian emblem. He put the closed engine exhaust on there, that's good. I'm going to do the same thing. The cockpit canopy you can slide open, but that's also where the part comes. When you slide it open, you need to really pay attention to the radio antenna here on the side. Because it's just that weak. In the cockpit there are actually some details. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit on that. So the seat is nicely detailed. It was quite Spartan in there. It's like the age of jets where we just started using jets, and we started doctoring things that we did with the prop aircraft, and we started modifying, and that as human beings we did quite cool stuff back then in the 50s. We were really, of course, the purpose was differently. We were waging a Cold War with each other, but we built some really cool stuff back then. The canopy doesn't close really nicely, but that's a general problem, so you need to really tap them down. As for the fuel tanks, usually quite easy to install. They're quite big, which is a nice thing. Like the ones on the Sabre, let's say. I'm going to leave the gear doors on. Sometimes you need some white glue with these, but this one not. As for the gear open, they're quite easy and cool looking. There's nothing wrong with those. This is the left one. And they sit quite well. I'll take you guys actually upstairs in a sec to show you my collection of MiG-15s. Just to give you guys an idea what is out there all and what type of models you can collect, because there's quite a lot. So yeah, there you have it. A very cool little MiG-15. I have some with the open air brakes upstairs, so I'm going to show you and give you an idea of what is all optional with these things and what can you do. As I mentioned, putting parts back in a bag, it's always very recommended. I'm a big fan of that. Let's see. So I put them always in the box that I know I have all the parts nearby and I don't have to worry about them anymore. And then it's just a matter of grabbing the box if I ever need to sell, or if I just want to store it again or modify the configuration. So sometimes I do, I crap my models out again and I start putting them on wheels or not. Always recommended to play a little bit with your collection. As for the MiG-15 here, it's a beauty. The intake has no details, of course, that's but the older generations quite often. which is okay, huh? It's always a bit of a trick to get this thing running. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what we got here. So a nice MiG-15, a nice representative of the Cold War family of jets, often flown by North Korea, China, Vietnam, you name it. They were there in most modern conflicts. Also the Russians used them, of course, in all their Warsaw Pact countries. It's a beauty, absolute stunner. Thank you, Mark, for sending this to me. So the White 384, and then it's the HA2410 from Hobbymaster. I want to thank you guys again for watching. I'm going to bring you guys upstairs in a sec and show you my collection of MiG-15s and where this one is going to be sitting. And then we're going to call it a day. So yeah, as I mentioned, guys, I would bring you upstairs to show you where I would put my little MiG-15. So it's now in the corner here next to the black one that was also an old, not so late release. By the way, they're both very beautiful. So the open air brakes, as I mentioned, let me show you on the North Korean one here. Same story. And also some like Chinese ones and North Korean again. The one without air brakes, I just noticed I didn't install them. An East German one. So you see how imported these were. Even a captured one over there from the United States. Even an Egyptian one export. Of course, also some aerobatics versions, Korean ones, and so on. So yeah, I hope you guys like this again. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. As always, very welcome. Big thumbs up for sure. And hope to see you guys next time. Thank you.